Ryan Newman hasn't won in 75 races. Right behind him, the King Richard Petty's car with Bobby Labonte aboard. He hasn't won in 138 starts. Here they come, 2 by 2. Fans on their feet. Sit back and enjoy, folks. NASCAR Nextel Cup Racing at Rose Motor Speedway underway. Said, that's my groove, and I'm going to take it early on.
Well, he just dusted him off 3 wide on the top side of turn 2, heading down the back straightaway, and didn't think twice about that corner being slick or nothing. David Rudiman in the wall already, right off the bat.
Rudiman trying to follow.
Hold it up there, hold it up there.
Entering Calamity Corner. You heard us talking about it.
I thought that was too early to be getting up in that groove. He got in the wall in the Busch race. It's just so difficult to get going here on these cold tires.
Andy, he was almost in the tracks of Earnhardt Jr. Earnhardt Jr. didn't slip, but he did.
But his car was just a little bit freer than Junior's, and that's how he got up there.
We don't even get an entire lap completed. Remember the 0-0 Rudiman in the wall in lap 1 last night in the 99 car. Also in the wall here in the NASCAR Busch Series. Roush Fenway car number 6 on lap 21. We'll show you what happened to David here just a moment ago.
It's pretty tight racing right here. Oh. Didn't know that 41 was out there, I bet.
No, I just didn't see it coming. If I was a spotter, I'd have been hollering right now. He's an outside, he's an outside.
Basically, when he goes into the corner, that car just wants to go straight. 41 in the wall, guys.
Jamie caution for the third time and not the 41 car. Reed Sorensen is dog.
You guys scraped the wall, and there could be some debris out there that these guys are getting into. That thing definitely blew out. It's a good thing he was up that close to the wall.
That's a great point right there, Andy. A lot of guys, if they
okay, Tim, hang on 1 second. We'll get back to you in just a moment here. We got trouble on the racetrack. Our in-race reporter, Tony Raines.
Always be ready with some seatbelt here. How bad is it, Luke? I think the spoiler's just down a little bit on the left side, and that's the left rear quarter panel.
The wall.
Crew's going to have a little bit of work to do right here.
Just hold your line. Hold on to it now. Hold on to it.
Thing just snapped around on
Hold
top.
it up there. Hold your brakes. Hold your brakes. All right, come on.
Tony Raines, of course, this car next year being driven by J.J. Yaley. Tony trying to drive and make a statement.
But he reported on it in his radio during this last caution period. This car will not work on the bottom. He experimented down there during the last run, lost a couple of positions. Looks like he's going to stay high all night on this track.
Right behind him, the 24 car. Whoa! A little contact from Gordon in the back of the 8 car. Sort of moves him up out of the groove, and Gordon goes right on by.
It looked like he was going to try that bottom lane right as Dave finished up with that. And then when he did that, his car didn't get through the corner very well, and the 24 got into it. They're future teammates.
Well, the thing I'm thinking right now, he's seeing red.
Here's what happened a moment ago. Watch the 8 pull down in the bottom groove.
That 8's not doing anything wrong. That 24 just didn't get out of the throttle and gave him a whack in the back of that car. Oh, man, if I'm Dale Jr., I'm hot right now.
You know what I'm doing? If I'm his crew chief, I'm going to try to get him calmed down.
38 car had a near miss a moment ago. David Gilden, that's the Robert Yates owned car. It just nearly spun out. We saw a bit of a puff of smoke out of the back of the car. Here's what happened to 38 a moment ago. Way up behind Bobby Labonte.
And, man, that was a good job holding on to that car. He almost got Bobby Labonte in the left rear quarter panel, checked up and held on.
Watch this move by Tony Stewart to avoid this. Oh, baby.
Hold it. Good job. 31 inside.
This kind of guy that would do that, though. Yeah, you'd beg for forgiveness later. Whoa, trouble, the 7 car. Robbie Gordon has had contact with the wall.
All right, straight, right there, straight.
Concludes the 50th running of the Daytona 500. Here's what happened to Robbie Gordon.
At turn 4, got another car. Just like you predicted, Rusty. This one treacherous corner.
Well, Andy, I'm not going to take the credit for that one because they've crashed so many times off of turn 4.
Back at Lowe's Motor Speedway, trouble for one of our chase contenders and one of the top cars here tonight, the 17 of Matt Kenseth. Hard contact into the wall. Alan, what happened? Talking to Matt. Just a few laps earlier, watch the 17 car. Got a little sideways in the corner.
Man, he's chasing it.
Whoa.
Well, that is big loose right there. Looks like he might have started feeling something right there. It looks like the right rear tire's still up, though.
Now watch him just trying to hang on to it here. In this one, it was just no way of catching it.
Gosh, right up there at the Exeter turn 4 again. Let's follow along here with him. Looks like he's starting to get loose as the car goes towards the flat of the front straightaway.
Stay on it. On that brake.
Oh,
Wow.
in the straightaway. He almost...
We come back to the track under caution after Elliott Sadler has crashed. We'll show you that in a moment. First, here are the leaders on pit road and another round of strategy since it's only been a little while since they were here before. Kurt Busch, right side tires only on the 2. He'll have to dodge the traffic still coming in as he goes out. Mike?
And a gutsy move already being made by Greg Zipadelli. Fuel only on the 20 car. And a near collision on pit road with Tony Stewart and Paul Menard.
And Jimmy Johnson's in there taking a rubber out. 4 tires for him. He said that his fender is hitting the track on the right side just a bit. Dave?
You can see it on the bottom of the triple split. No tires for Cliff.
Now watch what happens in this pit stop.
He's coming out of the pits, just getting fuel. This is always risky. Now you see, ooh, real close call. Got a little damage from this little contact and then pulls back out and then hits the 9 car.
And that is the problem by making such a fast pit stop. Everybody's trying to pit. Tony's in and out, and these guys are trying to get in their pits. And then you think that's bad. Here it comes again. Tony's like, I feel like a pinball out here. This is unbelievable.
Bobby Labonte got pinned in his pit also.
Now the big question is how much damage on the right front of that 20 car. See, they finally get Casey King's car in the pits, and now Tony gets his refired and pulls away. Now the reason for this yellow flag, way ahead of the 31 car. Look up there, you'll see the 19 car of Elliott Sadler just get up and just pop the wall in turns 1 and 2.
Elliott just got in turn 1 too hot. Just looks like he overdrove the corner just a little bit. Got the rear end off underneath him. And there's no like he needs to run, and that's on the top.
Well, trouble on the racetrack. The 21, Bill Elliott, former Cup champion, has had hard contact with the outside wall.
Count 5.
Contact. Take a look.
Oh, looks like he got a little help right here. Casey Mears got a little bit loose.
And Casey Mears got some damage in his car also. Got the right front knock, right side knocked in on the 25 car, Casey Mears and Bill Elliott. Just a lot of damage. This is probably going to end his night, this crash.
Remember, this team was trying to get the top 35 in owners' points. A couple laps ago, watch Casey Mears' car have some contact there. Could he have had a tire going down after that little bump?
Oh, he had already been in the wall, so he had some problems brewing.
Oh, he had his hands full here a moment ago. Watch him turning the wheel inside.
Look at that back steer. That was way out of shape right there. Right rear quarter panel, and boy, he caught that. And you know what? Nobody else has been able to do that all night long. This guy's a pretty good driver.
That's a quick reaction.
Trouble here at the start-finish line. 49 car, heavy damage. 55 of Michael Waldrop, the 17 again, Matt Kenseth. As we have caution for the 10th time here on lap number 206.
59 car 2.
This track is chewing them up.
Heavy contact by John Andretti there in the 49 car.
You've been so high, Robbie. I think he knocked the rear clip right off the car.
Great run in Talladega last week. On the onboard camera of Michael Waldrop.
Michael just loses the car coming off the corner.
Hold the brake. Just hold the brake. Hold the brake. Let go. Let go. Hold the brake. Hold the brake. Hold the brake. All right. All right.
But Matt Kenseth got some help from behind on this. He probably got on the brakes to avoid this crash.
On the brake here.
Car behind him must have been the 49 car. John Andretti got into the back.
I'm just amazed all the time how many wrecks we're seeing off that turn 4 just all night long. Same place, same problem. Great drivers just flat losing it. And when you spin off a 4, you're going to end up at the front straightaway.
Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Gordon behind. They've been handing off that #1 point seat back and forth. Alan?
Well, another round of pit stop, Susie, and the 26 car, Jamie McMurray, already come and gone. Right side tires on that car, but that's one of many choices being made down here right now.
Jimmy Johnson coming down as they finally open pit road. You see the Urban Youth Racing School. Now watch Tony drive through this incident here on the front straightaway.
Got 3 guys wrecking in front of Tony here, and he's trying to avoid all of them. Does a great job.
Good hands move of the race. 49 are making 59 points back. Why? Because he was way back in about 17th spot. Well, here's the 7. Speaking of 17, here is Matt Kenseth once again having some contact.
It's not been Matt Kenseth's night at all. Man, he has been involved in just about everything we've seen out here.
That car's been destroyed. I mean,
Move. It was the one before that where they got 4 tires. This last time they got 2 tires, but they're still back here.
Down the back.
Oh, Jimmy Johnson spins around in the 48 car. Loops it around, has some damage, it looks like, in the right rear.
Bumper. Hit tell.
Back in traffic, trying to work his way through. Chad Knaus talking to his driver. We saw Jimmy Johnson spin last night.
Let's get ready. Let's get our hammers ready.
Back in heavy traffic.
See him off of turn 2.
Not bad, man. We're going to be fine.
This
We're going to
is
be fine.
exactly what happened to him last night in the Busch race.
he said last night, just my fault. He said, I didn't mean to do it. He just spun the car out last night in the Busch Series race, like you said, Andy. But the thing that's different right now, he's not tore up too bad. And I really like how calm Chad Knaus is on the radio. We can fix it. Be calm. And they can fix this thing, and they can get it back in. With 103 laps to go, there's a lot of time left.
These kind of moments can cost you a championship or can win you a championship. You hear how poised it can be for 50 years. Moving in on pit stops, and the 24 car moving in on the lead of the 07.
Yeah, he's been working himself to the front little by little every single lap, and now he's finally caught Boyer working the bottom side of that racetrack. Boy, you got to hand it to Clint Boyer. He's held on for a long time.
Remember, Jeff Gordon has had 5 consecutive DNFs at this racetrack. October of 2003, the last time he was able to make it to the checkered flag. The 2 car dropping back a little bit. Very good.
You see a little bit of smoke coming out from under the car. What that is, you got a caution.
Turn 2, contact 2 cars. Oh, Juan Pablo Montoya got heavy contact on his Dodge. Another car up high that's also involved in it. Coming down across the racetrack with sparks. That is the 10 car of Scott Riggs that was having such a great run tonight.
Both of these cars torn all 2 pieces.
That is a major impact. And Scott's driving the car. He looks like he's okay. He's steering it in.
And you saw him climbing out of the car. Here's what happened over in turn 2.
Oh, looks like the 42 car had a problem and just collected up that 10 of Scott Riggs. Looks like maybe a right front tire went down on the 42.
From the 42 on board, Montoya.
Oh, you hear it. Hear the tire blow out.
Jeff Burton, he saw what happened right in front of him.
Ooh, man, that's a hard one.
He's up high. Stay down. Come on. There you go. Caution's out. Good job, bud. Good job.
Here they come, and what could be the final pit stop of the night. Let's go down to Mike. Let's see 3 cars slowing down for Bobby Labonte.
Oh, man, that's too bad. Had a great run going.
As is the 66, Jeff Green. And we got a car spinning up in turn 4. That's Johnny Sauter. And, whoa, this could tighten things up quite a bit here as caution comes out for the 14th time with just 13 laps to go.
And Jeff Gordon's thinking, I cannot believe this. I got such a big lead. And now I got to race my brains out again. And Kyle Busch is loving this part.
Well, let's see what happened to Johnny. Now, watch. It's in progress. He's already spinning. And watch him come down across the racetrack.
Well, it looks like he just lost it all by himself. There's nobody in front of him, nobody behind him. Just a classic case of turn 4 eating up another car. But Johnny didn't tear the car up too bad. A little dent in the right front there.
Was there something coming out of the 66 car that just began to slow? It was smoking. Let's see, there's some smoke out of that car.
Something's covering up our camera lens right here, some fluid. You see as it cleans itself off. There's definitely fluid on the racetrack.
Yeah,
coming out of that 66.
Well, that's a big hang on. What about Kyle Busch? Will he listen to team orders? Don't wreck each other, guys. Big picture. You said Clint Boyer will go high. Will he go high? We're going to find out. Green flag with 5 laps to go. Here they come. 5 car underneath the 24. 24 car must be sputtering.
And take a look at Ryan Newman. He just checked out. The 5 cars under the 24, they both got slowed down. And Ryan Newman said, adios, I am out of here.
Clint Boyer couldn't get to the top because Ryan Newman was already there.
Jeff Burton down on the bottom of the racetrack, the 31 car. He's made a move, but Ryan Newman pulling away.
And the Penske team is on their feet right now, freaking out, going, how did we just get back in the game? And Jeff Gordon can't believe it.
Battle with the 5 and the 31. Kyle Busch now falls in line behind Jeff Burton, who's in behind Clint Boyer in the 07.
Here comes Kyle Busch on the top.
Look at the 99 Carl Edwards. He's kind of getting in the picture right now. He's in a 6th position. 3 laps to go.
Jeff Gordon trying to run down Ryan Newman. Whoa, Newman up in the wall. In the wall. The 12 car up across the racetrack and tags the wall with 3 laps to go.
Oh, my goodness. He just ran the fastest lap of the race the lap before that.
Wow, he was digging for it. Never has one here wanted it so badly. And 3 laps to go, the car just abruptly snaps over in turn 2.
And it ran out of gas.
Now Gordon suddenly slows. You hear him say the thing's running out of gas. It sputters. Watch the 12 car go around the outside and just take off.
And the 5 car, he's just too loose on the bottom to stay in the throttle. He can't get any momentum going.
Ryan Newman pulling away. Now Gordon chasing him. 3 laps to go in turn 2. Now watch the 12 car just snap sideways.
Man, it looked like he was gone from here, and then all of a sudden it just went away.
It just wiggled just a little bit and took off. Looks like the tires are up. Dave?
Jeff Gordon will lead him down. Does he have the fuel to get up to speed? Watch Boyer. He knows that Gordon may not have a lot of fuel. Which way does he go? Gordon in the middle groove. Does Boyer go high? Gordon now coming up to speed. Watch the 5 car. How much fuel does he have as well?
Looks like Gordon gets a lot better restart this time.
Even he doesn't know how much fuel's in the tank. Is it going to sputter? Here comes the 31 car. Burton, who won it last night in the Busch competition from the back of the pack.
Did he make it on field? Jeff Gordon's got a good handle of the car.
White flag for Jeff Gordon. 1 lap to go. Does he have enough?
Unbelievable. This 07 car, Clint trying to run him down. But doesn't look like Gordon's going to have a problem. His car's stuck good. He's got a half a lap to go.
It's been since 1999 that Jeff Gordon has been able to come home and win at this racetrack. He has not finished a race in 3 years, but folks, tonight, Jeff Gordon wins again at Lowe's Motor Speedway. Jeff Gordon, the long dry spell, just finishing a race here, not since October of 2003, but that's all over. Let's go down to victory lane at Jamie Little.